So what is Google Drive? Google Drive is actually a cloud storage provider that Google is actually providing for its users. If you have ever used the iCloud from Apple, or you've used the OneDrive from Microsoft, then this is the Google version of it. So it has tremendous benefits. To start with Google Drive, you can back up your data in case of any kind of crash with the computer, or in case you have missed out one or two things. You can easily run to the drive and you can get it back on your computer. The second benefit is that you can access your drive from anywhere. You can access your data from anywhere, be it in Asia, be it in Africa, be it in Europe. Wherever you are, you should be able to access your data when you use Google Drive. The third benefit is that you will be able to access your drive, your data, using any kind of device. You can access the data using your phone, and you can access your data using your computer as well, from anywhere. So you have the option to download the app and you can have access directly of your data in your phone. You can keep track of it and you can do some basic editing of your data on your phone as well, and it will be updated on your drive, on the cloud, and on the computer. The last benefit is that you have the opportunity to share your data with others. You can easily share your data from the Google Drive to any other person you want to share it with. You can initially, before you can share your data, you have to send in emails, or you have to put it in a drive and then send it to another person. But nowadays with Google Drive, a lot of things have been made very, very easy. You can upload your data, no matter how big it is. You can just share it with a particular person and you will be able to have similar access, ease of access to that particular document, and you make changes to it. You can collaborate with a particular project. Okay, so once you're working in a project, you can share the document and you can each work at the same time, simultaneously on the same project. So those are some of the benefits of Google Drive, which you should not miss. So without taking much of our time, let's jump over to my PC and experience what Google Drive is.
So to access Google Drive, all you need to do is to come over to the search bar and type drive.google.com. Once you have your Gmail address open, you will be able to access your drive directly. Another way you can access it is once you have your email opened, you can come over here directly to this Google Apps. You click on it and you can see a bunch of apps that you can access directly from your device. And down here you can see the drive. This is the Google Drive we're talking about. You're free to move it to any location of your choice. If you want to reposition it, maybe to have quick access to it, you can bring it up here. Another quick way to access it is you can click on it from here, from your Gmail account, and it will bring you directly to your Google Drive. So once you are in your drive, what you first see is the list of suggested items that you have visited. This is the most recently visited items in your drive that you have accessed. It will show you this, and then down here you have a list of folders that you stored in your drive. All of them, all the folders, all the items that you have uploaded, you will be able to see them here. To the left here, you have the option to create a new file. You click on this new and you can have the option to create a new folder where you can store files, or you can upload a file directly. When you click this, it's going to allow you to upload a file. For example, you can click on this and then you navigate to a location in your computer where you want to upload a particular file. Maybe, for example, I want to upload this, and then you can click on this and you can just upload directly, see it uploading on this drive, right? So once you see the blue tick, it means it has uploaded. The second method in which you can do the same upload is to drag and drop the files. So for example, I can get to my desktop. If I want to bring in a file, I can just simply drag it and drop it. You can see once I drop, it will start copying that file directly, just like that. I need to copy it to my drive. You can copy this. You can do the same for folders. You can drag and drop any folder. You can just drag and drop it just like that, and it will just copy just like we did the other one. So there are two methods in which you can upload. You can upload a file, you can upload a folder, just like now I drag and drop a folder. I show how to drag and drop a folder. You can equally upload a folder using the same method. You click and you can navigate to, for example, where you have folders. You can click on this and it will upload the whole files within that folder. So the next thing is, on this new tab, you can create a new Google Docs, you can create Google Sheets, you can create slides for presentations, you can create Google Forms, you can do all that and even many more. You can do drawings and all this. So you can just have a look at it to understand the different functionalities that you have. So this is on new. You have over here your computers. You can actually see how much of your files you have saved, if you've actually synchronized with your computer. If you have a Google Drive app installed on your computer, you can be able to synchronize it, and you see, I will show you just in a bit how you can synchronize your folders from Google Drive to your computer. These are files that I shared with you. When other researchers or other colleagues of yours share files with you, this is where you see them. You can see them over here. All those files, you see them here. They are not present in your main drive. They are only present here in shared icons, you shared with me files. So, but you have the option to bring back any file by just clicking on it. Coming all the way here to click on make a copy. As you make a copy of this is going to go back to your main drive. This is going to save it in your main drive. So once you click and make a copy, it's going to go to your main drive and it will create a shortcut to that particular file that you have just make a copy of. So next, you have your most recently visited files. You can access your most recently visited files directly from recent here, and you have stored items. Stored items are actually items that you visit frequently, or you want to save for quick access. You can just put them on the stored items and you can access them very easily by just coming to stored items. But it's just like the stored items. Lastly, you have the trash. Trash is actually important to understand how it operates. If you delete a file from your drive, it directly comes to this trash, and you have 30 days to undo the deleting. If not, after 30 days, that particular file will be permanently deleted from your drive. All right. So down here, you have the storage calculator. You can see how much storage you have. Usually it's 15 gigabytes, which is quite a bit much when you compare to how much data we have. Not the videos, not the too much big data that you can have, but the most important data. With 15 gig, you should be able to have a lot and save more. What I usually do, I used to have more than one Google account. So if you want to store more, you can have more than one, and then you can store subsequently 15 gig on each one of them. And then if you are still buoyant, you want to buy more drive, you can still click on buy more, and you see you have the option to buy more. So down here to my drive, you have the option directly here to search. You can click on search and you can search directly any item that you want from your drive. You can click on advanced search. This is the option search. You can just click on it and you can do more of an advanced search in your drive or within the drive. This is advanced and it will help you to find whatever folder you are looking for. You can just search and you can just reset if you are not comfortable with it. So wherever your file is, you don't have to follow up one by one. You just type a part of that name and it will help you to search it very quickly. And then down here, you have the option to stay online. It means whatever you upload here will be synchronized with your computer. If you don't want it, you can off this. Okay, up here you can seek for support. And then here is one of the most important, these settings. This is where you get your Google Drive app on your computer. You just click on it. And you have the options to go to settings over here. You can get backup and sync for Windows over here. But before we get the backup and sync, let me show you how you can access the keyboard shortcuts for Google Drive. Once you come to keyboard shortcuts, you have a lot of them that you can access easily. How to access your drive easily, from how you do selections over here to how to do the go to. You can just click on G, N or G and F to navigate between a pen. You can move from up to that, or You can check your upload status by just typing G space U, and you can check your download status by typing G and A, or top of the page GT. Once you click on this, it could just take you. You have options to check on applications. These are the shortcut keys. You can create a file, you can create a folder, you can create a presentation, you can create a form. These are shortcut keys. You can upload a file directly. This is a shortcut key to upload a new file, to upload a new folder. You can check menus directly. You can check actions from here. Now, the first thing you need to do is to start by getting your backup and sync for Windows. So you click on get backup and sync, and this is where you have access to download the backup and sync and the drive for desktop. Okay, you just click on download here and you have it downloaded here. Okay, once you are done downloading, you just click on show in folder and it will take you to that particular place where you download it, and you can just double click to install. It's just a click through installer as well, so you can click and it will just install on your drive directly. So once you install this on your drive, the Google Drive setup, once you install it, you will be able to access it just by coming to your desktop and coming over to search bar here and just searching on Google Drive. Okay, so you can see it here, Google Drive. As you open, it will synchronize your data directly from the cloud to your computer. Okay, so once you click on my drive, you see all those files that you have on your drive just now. So all the files you have here are equally present here. So but the only difference is these ones are present on the cloud, but they are not actually occupying your system's space. You can easily access them by merely clicking or opening it once you are online. You can open it and access them. But then if you want to keep a copy of it on your computer, or you want to have an offline access, then you have to open it offline access. So once you want to have an offline access, you will just click on available offline. Once you click on available offline, this particular file will be available for you even when you are offline. So it will be synchronized to the cloud and it will be available on your computer. So anytime you can access it. But all others, you have to be online to be able to access them. So they don't occupy any space on your computer. That's the advantage. You just need a small network and you can open them and do whatever operations you want to do. Once you're done, you close. And another thing to just share now, you can add files without actually dragging and dropping on the cloud. You can add your files on this Google Drive desktop file. Okay, so you can just drag this letter and drop on this drive, and it will automatically synchronize and keep it on the cloud. Once you drag and drop, it will, so you don't need to drag and drop on the cloud, on the web page. You can just drag and drop here and it will synchronize it automatically. Once you're online, it will just synchronize and save a copy for you online. The same thing goes to folder. You can drag and drop any folder here and it will synchronize it automatically. It will be online. So you want to check to confirm that, you can come over to this show hidden icons and you can click on it. You can come over to the drive here. Once you click on this drive, you will see that this letter we just uploaded has just been synchronized and it is available online. So all my files, the ones I want synchronized, are already synchronized here. So if you want to add in more files to your Google Drive, you can just drag and drop on this file and it will synchronize it. Or you can do the other methods. Okay, and then up here you can have the option to click and you see your preferences. You can see error list. You can pause sync. You can pause synchronization. If you don't want a particular folder to be synchronized to the cloud, you can easily pause it. Okay, and you can quit the drive directly from here. If you don't want a particular folder to be synchronized, you can easily do that. And if you want to share with people or you want to manage versions, you can do all that from here. Okay, you want to update, as you are updating a particular document, it's equally updating on the cloud. So you have the most updated versions of the document on the cloud. So this is the settings where you find everything, the get backup and sync folder. So this is how to actually get backup and synchronize. Up here in the settings, you have the options to monitor your storage, to convert uploads, okay, to Google Docs or any other one, to select languages, to select your offline preferences and all that. You can manage notifications, how you want to be notified in your emails. the apps that you have, how you want to manage them. You can do all that from the settings. Another thing you can do is you can change the view of this your my drive. You can have the grid view. Once you click on this grid view, it will change everything to the bigger folder view. Yeah, I think this looks good. Some people still prefer the other one, okay, the list view. So this one is also good, but if you are the fan of the other one, you can easily click and it will change it accordingly. Down here to your left, you have your calendar and you have keep. Keep is a very fantastic function of part of Google that you can easily keep your passwords, you can easily keep your settings, any other thing that you want quick access to, you can easily keep it here. And once you just get to keep.google.com, you can easily access and you can make use of it. And down here you have the tasks. Task is an easy method of managing your tasks that you do daily on daily basis. For example, once you click on it, it will open up the tasks. You can add a particular task. For example, you want to make a video or you want to write paper. Okay, you put the details of it here. What do you want to write? You can put the details of it and then you put in the date. When do you want to write? Maybe on 14th. And you can set the time, maybe 11:30 a.m. And once you are done, you can click on OK and it will add this to your list of tasks. Okay, you have write paper, you have making videos, and once you're okay, you are done with a particular task, you can easily click here to mark it as complete and it will strike it out. And you can do other things here. You can delete a particular task or you can add a sub task to it. To share your files with a group of people that you're working with, all you need to do is to come over to any file you want to share. For example, files that I shared, you will see it has this icon that it is being shared with others. And once you click on it, you can view details and you can see how much people are viewing this file. So these are the people that have access to this file, about 16 or 20 of them. They have access to this file. So you can see how many people are accessing and the activity also here. You can see their activity when this person access, when this person access, you can all see their activity. So you have the option to share your files. You can just right click and you click on share directly, where you can provide the email address of the people you want to share, or you can just get a link. When you click on get a link, you have the option to copy this link directly to share with people, person or people, and once they click, they can be able to access this file. But then you can control the access of this file for that particular viewer. Is it going to be just to view? He can only view, he cannot edit, he cannot do anything. You can set it at that. If you want more, you can click on this drop down and you can click on to be a commenter. He can view, he can comment on that document, but he cannot edit. He can view and he can put in his comments, but he cannot edit. And you can select the editor if you want that particular person to be able to edit. Okay, once you are able to, you tell that yes, you set it that this person should be an editor of this document, then he will be able to edit on that particular document. And once you are done, you copy this link and you share with your friends, and then this document becomes shared with your colleagues. And once it is shared, you will see this icon shown here. So you will see that these people, these are shared files. These are not shared, these are shared files. And once you click, you see the people that I shared the files with. So once you click any particular folder, you can be able to check on its properties. You can even change the coloration so that you can easily access it, or you can easily see it to be able to know within the files which folders you can easily access. So you check here, you can see it colored directly. Okay, you can just right click and you have the option to remove this file if you want to remove it, and it will send it to the trash. You can download it to your computer if you want to download easily. You can rename it. You can add to stead. Add to stead means it is quick access. Once you want to access it easily, you can just go to stead and you see it just like start. You can move it to a particular folder. Once you click, it will ask you to select where you want to move it. The available folder you can move it is on Epic Mentorship. So you can easily drag, move it to this place. And once you are done here, you are satisfied, you want to move it here, you click on move and it will move it directly. Okay, so still on the right click, you can do open with, you can select the applications you want to open with, or you can share, you can get link just now we have shown. You can show folder location, you can show exactly where this file is. You can add to, and you can do that for nearly all the files. You can select more than one file. and you can drag and drop to another file, to another folder. You can drag all these at once and you can drop them on this folder just like that, and all of them will be moved to that particular folder. So to access your Google Drive using your phone, all you need to do is to open your phone. You can go to the Play Store app, you can click on it, and then you search for Google Drive. So you see it over here, and you can see it down there. You can download and install. You can see it open. You can download and install, but because I've installed mine already, so let's go ahead and open it. All right, you should just make sure that you are signed in with that particular email that we are talking about. So once you are signed in with that email, it should be able to bring you into this particular view of your Windows, where you can see all your folders, just like we have seen in just now with the computer. So you can have access to all of them on your phone directly. And up here, you can have the opportunity to actually look at the recent activities, just like we have. We can have offline mode. You can see your recycle bin, you can see your backups, you can check out some your settings, and you can see your storage condition here. Down here, you have the option to get to home wherever you are from the drive, and you can check your stored item, and you can check on shared documents that I shared with you directly, and you can check on your files directly from here. Here, you will be able to have a list of all your folders. Okay, you can change the view from the normal list view to grid view. This is grid view. You can go back to the list view if you want, and then you should be able to navigate and see all your folders down here. You can do all sorts of things from these three dots. You should be able to do other things, just like right click. You can copy the folder, you can add to shared documents, you can share with your friends, and you can rename it accordingly.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have learned something about how to safeguard your data using Google Drive. If you do, kindly give this video a thumbs up, and remember to always hit the like and the subscribe button to stay connected to this channel for more of our very useful videos. I'll see you in my next video.